And that's what it's all about, the ECW Championship. Hello everybody, this is Jude22 here, and these three men are going to fight each other in another Extreme Rules match, also another triple threat match, and the same rules applied as the last match. And we're off. And Mark Henry goes right after Mr. Rogers and goes for an arm wrench, but then Big Daddy Cool Diesel, Kevin Nash, whatever you want to call him, gets a knee breaker gets a knee breaker, and Mr. Rogers actually punches him outside the ring, and that'll leave Mr. Rogers and Kevin Nash to fight each other. And yes, Kevin Nash is a new free agent signing that we have. But wait a minute, Kevin Nash is going for a bear hug to Mr. Rogers, but Mr. Rogers counters and gets out of it. And Mark Henry has that sledgehammer. Who is he going to use it on? Well, he's just walking around. I guess he's trying to stalk his prey and whatnot. An arm breaker right to Kevin Nash. And, well, he didn't get a good... Oh, and a shot right to the knee. And then one to the throat and of Kevin Nash. And now the world's strongest man is choking out Kevin Nash. But then Mr. Rogers goes right down to the legs of Mark Henry. And Mr. Rogers goes right back to Kevin Nash and just takes him down by the arm. But of course Kevin Nash is 7 feet tall, and he's very big and very strong, but so is the world's strongest man, Mark Henry. I mean, for Mr. Rogers to win, he's got to wear down both men somehow, some way. Heck, maybe even just let the two big guys go in there and kill each other and pick up the scraps. And oh, wait a minute, a choke slam to Mark Henry, and that's a big fail on my part. I'm very sorry. Again, I haven't done this in a while, so yeah. Wait a minute. Crossroads right to Mark Henry. And then a big punch right to Kevin Nash. And now Kevin Nash has that sledgehammer. But then he drops it for some reason. I don't know why. Another big punch to, this time to Mark Henry by Mr. Rogers. And Mark Henry breaks it up. And Mr. Rogers gets whipped into the corner. And Mark Henry, ooh, body splash, but I don't think he got it all. And some shoulder tackles right to Mr. Rogers. And Mr. Rogers, well, somehow, some way, he fights back and gets a chin lock on Kevin Nash. But Kevin Nash fights out of it. So far, the only weapon that's been in play is that sledgehammer. And Mark Henry whips Kevin Nash into the corner. And goes right after Mr. Rogers. Gives him a back elbow. And a tie-up. Mark Henry wins it. Nope, reversed by Mr. Rogers. Then a punch to the head. Oh, but then a bull rush by the world's strongest man. An axe handle, and, well, it was broken up by Mr. Rogers. Elbow right to the head of Mr. Rogers. And Mr. Rogers is going to go for a full Nelson. I'm surprised he was able to get the whole thing on, but Mark Henry is too strong. You're going to have to wear him down just a little bit more to beat him. Then a punch to the head of Kevin Nash. Then a kick to the leg by Mr. Rogers, and a reverse DDT to Mark Henry. And a back elbow right to Mr. Rogers. And I mean, Mr. Rogers may be the smallest and he may be the oldest, but you can never count out Mr. Rogers. I mean, Mr. Rogers has been in the video game wrestling business for nearly 40 years. So this is not his first rodeo, by God. And wait a minute, a Cobra clutch right to Mr. Rogers. Is Mr. Rogers going to get out of this one? Yes, he does. He gets out of it. Nope, some back elbows right to Mr. Rogers. Oh, and a headbutt to the back of the head of Mr. Rogers. And now Kevin Nash is going to go onto the outside. What's he going to get? A bull rush to Mr. Rogers. What's he getting? A chair? Oh, this is going to hurt whoever he decides to use it on. Mr. Rogers... and wait a minute. Mark Henry takes the chair away. And he tried to hit someone with it, but he missed. And he drops the chair for some reason. I don't know why. A back suplex right to Mr. Rogers. And now Kevin Nash goes on the outside. What's he gonna get? Mr. Rogers takes down the world's strongest man. Oh no! It's a table. What's he gonna do with it? Uh-oh, he's gonna set him up on that table, but didn't quite get the chance to do it as Mr. Rogers is a little too quick. But that's what happens when you're the smallest man. You're the quickest. And I don't know what Mark Henry was gonna try to do, but a tie-up. Elbow right to Mr. Rogers. Inverted atomic drop right to Kevin Nash. And now what's he doing to Kevin Nash? Well, he couldn't do much with him. Back elbow. What's he doing? I think they want to use that table somehow, some way. And a suplex, ooh, barely missing the table. I mean, this is not a table match, so... Nope. I mean, yeah, they're trying to use that table, but they can't. And a kick to the arm, and then a punch right to the arm of Mr. Rogers. Again, this is elimination style, and wait a minute. Whoa! And a neighborhood slam right to Kevin Nash by Mr. Rogers, and now the world's strongest man takes over, whips him into the corner, and now what's he gonna do? Well, he couldn't do much with it, but a knee smash. But then Kevin Nash takes over and a modified hip toss right to Mark Henry. So yeah, those two big behemoths are going at it. Getting broken up by Mark Henry. And well, he was gonna whip on into the corner, but that didn't happen. So far, it's been a stalemate. Not that I was expecting one, but a back suplex right to Mr. Rogers. Picks him up. And wait a minute. Nope. A double suplex right to both Mr. Rogers and the world's strongest man, Mark Henry. That's impressive strength. Impressive by Kevin Nash. And I don't know what... Yeah, they're trying to use that table, but it's not working. It's not working. But Mr. Rogers fights out of it. And broken up again by Kevin Nash. And now Mark Henry has the upper hand. And now Kevin Nash is going to try to use that table somehow, some way. And a scoop slam right to the world's strongest man. I don't know where... Oh my god! The table is on fire! Wow. Really? And what's Mark Henry gonna do here? Well, I don't know what Mark Henry was gonna do, but... A back elbow right to... Wait a minute. Well, Mark Henry was gonna go for a bear hug, but it was broken up by Kevin Nash, which I don't know why he did that. And oh, Mr. Rogers is pissed. And wait a minute. Kevin Nash, jackknife powerbomb right to Mark Henry. That could do it. 1, 2, 3, and Mark Henry is gone. So now it's just down to Mr. Rogers and Kevin Nash. And now Mr. Rogers has that chair. And a chair shot right to the head of Mr. Rogers. And now he's going to stick that chair in the corner. A back body drop. A whip into the ropes. Nope. And now he's going to go work. He's going to work on the ankle. An ankle lock right to Kevin Nash. But Kevin Nash is just going all out right now. A European uppercut. And now Mr. Rogers had some momentum there. And a bear hug to Mr. Rogers. Is this going to be it? Is Mr. Rogers going to go to sleep? No. Somehow, some way, he escaped like a boss. But an arm drag to Mr. Rogers, and now he's going to go for a cover. 1, 2, 3. And the winner of the ECW Championship is Kevin Nash. Congratulations to Kevin Nash, and what can I say? Kevin Nash was able to take the pain and give it. But yeah, my hat's off to Kevin Nash. So stay tuned for the next match. It'll be coming up.